Xbox is doing a new mobile and app store. A new mobile app store. That's a thing. It's coming. Yeah, so Xbox is going to come out with one. They're saying as early as next year. So instead of, hey, I'm going to pull up the article here real quick.
Yeah, I have questions. I need you to answer them for me.
So instead of, so the new digital markets app, which forces Apple and Google to allow other app stores onto their platforms. Phil Spencer thinks this creates a huge opportunity for Xbox, which he's not wrong. And so they want to offer Xbox and third-party content. So instead of going to the Google Play Store to download TikTok, you'd be able to do it through Xbox.
And same.
And. One of the reasons Microsoft's acquiring Activision Blizzard is that Activision Blizzard owns Candy Crush and a lot of other mobile titles.
That actually might explain why I'm seeing more mobile-type games on Game Pass as well. Oh, God. Okay.
So this is all related to their other plans. But yeah, they're talking about an Xbox mobile store early next year.
I was coming into this believing that this was going to make it so that, we had the ability to play the console games that we have on Game Pass on our phones, and I
think that's part of it.
Yeah.
But I think that they also want you to be able to download, like,
I'm not downloading Facebook from Xbox. I'm sorry.
So, one of the ways that these companies generate money is when you, especially with mobile games, right? And Candy Crush generated $1.2 billion in 2021. Niantic, I know, with Pokemon Go, they generate a crap ton of cash with microtransactions in Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, legit.
Part of the way that these app stores make so much money is that they take a portion of it. They take a piece, right? And so what Microsoft's saying is, hey, look, Apple's charging you 30%. We'll charge you, right? We'll undercut Apple by this much, or Google. Same deal.
Mark.
Yep.
It is definitely a way to make money.
That's where they're going, and the fact that they've now that the legislation opens the floodgates for app stores, that's what's going to happen. Like, that's this. Now, Microsoft is uniquely positioned to do something about it. I don't think you're going to see a whole bunch of different app stores pop up right when the legislation goes into effect, because I think Samsung and Google will cut a deal.
Oh yeah.
Apple is Apple, right?
Yeah, that's the walled garden.
And what they're going to do is they're going to go, good luck.
Yeah.
Right?
So I want Procreate on my Samsung tablet, damn it.
Does this mean the Windows Phone is...
No, please no.
It was fast.
No, it was not. I literally broke that phone within a matter of 3 months. I got the brand new Windows Phone with Gorilla Glass that was supposed to be absolutely indestructible, and guess what that did? It fell from this high off the ground, completely shattered, and everything went kaput.
Because it's so fast.
Yeah.
That it broke gravity.
Apparently.
I never had a Windows Phone, so I can't speak to that.
Don't. Just don't.
I went from BlackBerry to iPhone, so there you go. That was my phone thingy.
The iPhone pipeline.
Yeah. I mean, can you think of anybody better positioned than Microsoft to jump in on this?
No, and I do think that, like, there is definitely, like, there's a window of opportunity here, right? Because you have Microsoft that works on your PC, that has all of the cross-platform with your Xbox console, that could have all of this cross-platform with your phone.
Cloud saving all your stuff and all your Office 365 that you download through the Xbox you have linked accounts with your Xbox mobile store, your Microsoft mobile store.
So they're just doing an Apple.
But without building their own phone.
Right.
Yep.
No, unless, of course, they give us Xbox phones, which...
You know what?
It's going to have controller things on the end of it.
So, wait. I just had an idea. No, here's the thing. So you're close.
Or the Logitech.
So with as big as phones are coming now, or tablets.
You mean phablets?
Phablets, right? What if Microsoft goes, we're not going to build a new thing. We're going to put the Xbox mobile store on Apple and iOS. And what we're going to have is an adjustable controller set. So basically, it simulates the Steam Deck with your phone. And I've seen similar products that are out there now.
Yep.
But
I've been
imagine
looking at
if it
one.
was put out by Microsoft,
Right.
right? And it links to your Xbox store. And so now you can play not mobile versions of the, but like
But
full on
actual
console games on your phone from the Xbox store.
Here's a thought.
Okay, so
Wow.
this is a great idea.
And here's the thing, Microsoft has a history of cutting deals with Apple,
That's true.
right? Microsoft will cut deals with Apple, right? Which is why Microsoft software like Office 365 is on Mac.
You have Game Pass on your phone?
I haven't installed it yet.
It's great.
I definitely encourage you to play it on mobile and stream.
Yep. Not only that, but you can also remotely download games onto your console through your phone as well, so you can have it ready for you.
Somebody called it Battery Destroyer 3000 in the chat.
100%,
Oh, no,
yes.
it for sure is. But you know what you could do? Again, Microsoft, go ahead and go do this. So here's what you do. You design it based on the Xbox controller.
Yep.
And you just make it snap on to your mobile phone.
Yep.
Right? And then what you do is you put an additional battery pack in there, an additional lithium battery pack, like those little mini
like
ones
the
that you
apple
use.
juice. Yeah.
That you use to charge your phone when you're traveling or you're camping, and you literally just jack that in there. So when your controller's fully charged, it's charging the phone while you play.
We're gonna have more phone fires. I'm just calling it now. I actually
Not all games need a row, but some do. Like I played Final Fantasy Tactics. I have it on my iPad, and I love Final Fantasy Tactics. It's it is arguably my favorite Final Fantasy game. It's tough.
How many times have you played through that game?
So many. Here's the thing. I love Final Fantasy Tactics, and I downloaded it because I couldn't find my PSP battery and I wanted to play it again. The interface on mobile is terrible. The finger, like the tablet interface for it, is just god awful because it was not designed to have it. Like it's a controller-based game, and they couldn't figure out how to make that with a 3D
viable.
3D. Well, it's a 3D isometric turn-based battles game. Like it's so hard for them to do.
On the flip side, you have Stardew Valley, right, which is literally on almost every single platform, including mobile, and it is touchscreen capable, and it is one of my favorite games to play on my tablet. I have gotten farther in Stardew Valley than I have in any other game because I can play it there.
Dude, if they released GoldenEye on your phone with this kind of a hardware update, people would go with an online gaming component. People would go just rat crap crazy. There is seriously so much that Xbox can do with their own mobile and app store, especially if they do hardware tie-in. And Pete's just having a thing here.
Microsoft owns Rare now.
Yes, they do.
Oh, wow.
So they own GoldenEye.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep. So I have a question.
Go.
Because this is something that I've been reading about and actually contemplating for myself as well, just for like sanity's sake, right? There is actually quite a growing movement to go back to flip phones or dumb phones, right? In order to make it so that you just have a phone for texting and calling. Like, how do you think this is going to play with
I think that you can have a movement, and I think there's some people that will go back to
dumb phones?
Yeah. But I think that the vast majority of, at least society in America, is so used to having everything
Everywhere all at once?
everywhere all at once. Nice tie back to the beginning of the show, right? That I don't think that, I think there are too many people who've become so reliant, whether it's for directions through Google Maps, whether it's for your bar arguments, right? Like bar arguments back in the day, like you just had to sit there and argue it out and eventually find out later whether somebody was right. Now when you have a bar argument, you can sit there and Google it and figure out who the heck's...
I am definitely the jerk who sits there and goes, you know who would actually know? Google!
Yes.
You know,
and I think we've become far too reliant on that convenience, right? And the fact of the matter is it is a convenience, and it's a first world problem, and you literally have essentially the entirety of human history in your pocket. You have it. It's right there. Would you like to listen to Shakespeare? Would you like to read about this? Would you like to do this? There's literally so much you can do with your phone. I think people become too reliant on it. That's just what it is. I think Xbox could come in here and really
Rec Shop.
Rec Shop.
So are you going to come from Apple over to Xbox?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't think they're going to make a phone. I think they're going to literally put an app store in there.
Yeah.
And if they put an app store out that works on my iPhone, will I try it?
With a controller for configuration?
But even before that, will I try an app store that is not Apple?
Yeah?
Absolutely, I will. I will try it and hope it doesn't break my phone.
Well, yeah.
But
I know that personally I am quite...
now you come from a Android.
I do. I've been
Android
using
side.
Android, Samsung, all of those, you know, like...
And Android has a long history of people jailbreaking them and doing goofy stuff to their phones.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's great. But, like, I am also... Like, even coming from that, I am very weary of, like, the Samsung App Store. I would rather
Google
use
Play
my
Store?
Google Play Store because I have put so many years, right, into my
Of purchases.
Google stuff. You know, I have books, I have movies, I have so many apps and games that I have purchased over the years.
But if you
on
have this
Google
as
Store.
an alternate.
I'll check it out, I guess.
See, and again, I think the other risk here is what you're going to see is I think a lot of what you're seeing in the gaming industry, which is you're going to be like, this app is for Android and iOS, but it's only available on the Xbox mobile store.
You know,
Right? And
Xbox-
Apple and Google will do the exact same things. They will go, these apps are exclusive to our store, and you will start seeing, like video games, exclusives to certain app stores.
If Xbox App Store puts Procreate on there, I'm sold. That's it.
I don't know what the deal between Adobe and Apple is.
You can get Adobe on your Google Play Store too.
Epic Game Store mobile coming soon.
I'm surprised they haven't already done that, to be honest.
So yeah, I think that Xbox really is uniquely, if they don't screw this up,
They have a really good position to shake
To
things
just-
up.
to really shake up the mobile app industry. I wonder again in this, you know, go back and watch on our YouTube channel, previous videos, we've talked a lot about the Microsoft Activision thing. All of this stuff that they're doing all at the same time, again, I'm wondering how it's feeding into FTC suits and whether this is going to go through.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this would arguably, though, show, right, that it is anti-monopolization, which is something that,
In theory,
in theory, right, that is something that would make it, in theory, you know, good competition for the other app stores to step their game up.
Oh, it says here on the internet that you haven't liked or subscribed or hit the notification bell, and that if you don't, the IRS is going to punch you in the dink.